everyone, welcome back to my channel. So a couple things about the trees this morning. I just wanted to show you that the sun protection that I had put on there is still on there, but you can see where it's not on the new branches that are developing, and some of the trees are really putting out new growth, and super excited about that. And I don't know if I can show you. Now, there's a balloon going by. I looked up this morning while I'm here watering, and a balloon with an alien face was floating by. I'll try and capture some of it. I tried earlier, it was going into the sun. Now it's moving pretty far off. Anyway, I wanted you to see the trees mostly. Oh darn, the sun, it's going into the sun, but it has a little alien face on it. Cracked me up this morning, oh my goodness. So before I turn the water on over here again, you can see the new growth in comparison to the trunk of the tree that has the sun protection on it. And I think that because these have leafed out and sprouted during the heat of the summer without the sun protection, they're going to be okay. But I'll keep an eye on it as we go into the autumn. Also, you saw me fast forward moving all the mulch around all the trees, so we got every tree has a good pile of composted manure around it, and hopefully I'll be able to get some more fresher stuff to put a little bit further out, like a secondary ring. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you all updated. Again, you can see all the new growth coming on this one versus the color of the trunk of the tree. Yeah, these things may be taller than me by next year. We'll see. Okay, so here's one of the first peaches, and it's also putting out new growth, which is good because I believe I'm going to just have to cut all this stuff off. This one over here is pretty sure not coming back, so I've got one space for something else. See what my landlord wants to do. So there was another dead peach here, so I took it out and put in the little aronia, which is a choke cherry that one of my girlfriends in North Carolina, Marika, she gave this to me before I left. So I filled this spot in with that, and this peach tree is doing a whole lot better than that first one I showed you, and definitely is surviving. So I'm gonna also be clipping these dead things off of these trees. And this is one of the cherries that has not done well, but it's not giving up, and I'm not giving up on it either. So I probably will not cut this one back just in case. There does seem to be still flexibility in this, and so it's possible it may try to leaf out one more time before, you know, we get into autumn. We'll see. But in the meantime, it's got a lovely ring of composted manure around it and good leaf mulch around the base of it. So we'll just keep going. Okay, and here's the first pair, and it's doing pretty good, I think. This is the Asian one. Not really any new branches, but good leaf growth sustained on this one. Okay, so here's another one of the peaches that's struggling. Again, I don't know, you know, it is trying to put out lots of new branches or new growth here, so definitely not giving up on it. I did learn some months back, read an article about the Diné or Navajo people having developed peaches like decades and decades ago that do really well out here in New Mexico. So I haven't tracked that story down to see if maybe a variety of their peach trees are available for sale, and the ones that haven't survived here, maybe those spots could be replaced with what I would consider a true native tree. So there are areas out here in the yard that are just dead zones, and the only thing that we don't know, when we were digging the holes to put the trees in, it was before any of this other stuff was really starting to sprout, so no way to tell if we inadvertently set a tree, one of the ones that died, in a spot where something previously had been dumped. As you saw in previous videos, I'm continually picking up whatever happened out here. And I did learn from my neighbors that the previous folks who lived here, the guy was a truck mechanic and did a lot of work out in the yard. And so there's areas like this, which I'm pretty sure is like oil was just dumped here. So yeah, nothing's gonna grow. However, I am researching microbial supplementation and things that can be used to heal the soil. So I'm anxious to try some of these, test some of these things out, and if anything is really successful, I'll tell you all about it. And here's another one of the cherries that's struggling, but again, it's re-leafing out on the main stem and on one of the branches. So like that other one I showed you, I'm not giving up. Because right next door over here, look at this one. Oh my gosh, doing great. Lots of new growth on it. And yeah, the holes that you're seeing in the leaves, that was the earlier hail damage. That's not bugs. I mean, these things were just really beat up by that hail we had earlier in the season. This one's looking pretty good too. Now this one is struggling, and its neighbor, which is one of the cherries, is also having more of a challenge. And what I'm wondering is the amount of heat that's reflected off the house is maybe what's causing these ones to be more challenged, because they're at the very end of the row closest to the house, whereas this next row back is doing better. Anyway, lots of things to ponder about. Thanks for joining me out here in the orchard, and probably do an end of season update on this. I don't want to bore you all with me watering trees. Anyway, see you then.